Coming at you, pre-recorded from a moldy-ass circus tent in the Fraser Valley just outside Vancouver, we've got Violent Ed and Quilly 2 Dope, and this is episode 9 of Bad Boys for Life, the Clowncast. We've got our fucking 2 liters of Faygo firmly planted up our ass, which is an odd place to keep soda, but apparently that's what juggalos do. And as we are fucking officially juggalos, that's where we keep them. I've always fucking called myself a clown or a rock and roll clown. I mean, we've always called ourselves like the goof troop, or like, you know, always said that we're clowns and we're idiots and stuff like that. We're always joking around and just being retards, generally. But I learned so much just in the little bit that I was researching about clowning, which is the term that they use for it. I even have more respect for clowns now. There's like there's so many different types of clowns that I wasn't aware of, and some of them are kind of fucking cool. I mean, they're all fucking cool. My other alternate fucking clown name is Harley Quill, and you're my pudding, I guess, because you're fucking a joker, and huh?
Joke Ed.
Joke Ed and Harley Quill. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, fucking, I didn't know like the rich history behind clowning. It's fucking pretty fucking intense. I didn't want to have to move my phone too much so that fucking it affects the recording, but I have to fucking get my lock off of it. So, because there's so much shit that I was like, I couldn't even write it all down in my book. Well, I mean, I could have, but it would have taken a lot more time. I just wanted to like read it verbatim from what it says. But fucking, where to start? Oh man, just even the fucking things I was typing in. At first, there's so many just like poor fucking sites with like clown facts, and like just the way that they fucking write it is so fucking hilarious. Like, I didn't know the typical earliest type of clown is called the white face clown. So this is from a different page, but like Wikipedia touches it mentions blackface in there too. So I'm like, blackface is also a clown, I guess, because that's the whole like, I don't know, minstrel shows and shit like that.
The fucking city or whatever from Netherlands.
No, that's something different. That's a different type of blackface. I guess maybe that character is considered like a clown.
Yeah, he is.
But it's like, I guess I just didn't consider it because it's like a holiday clown, I guess, it's holiday. It's a Dutch holiday blackface, which is acceptable apparently.
Look that.
It would be so funny just like have an actual black person just to go there just to troll them and just like stand amongst the crowds of all the fucking like idiots wearing the fucking stupid like Christmas blackface makeup, and then just have one fucking black guy with his arms crossed, just like sucking his teeth, being like, like that. And then it's like all of a sudden they just like can't enjoy their festivities. They just like feel really awkward about it. They're just like, they're like, wish that black guy would go away so we can continue fucking our shitty fucking ridiculous fucking Christmas fucking pastime of fucking putting blackface on for whatever reason. Like, I don't know what the fucking point of the red lips is. Like, seems a little odd to me. But anyways, fucking the Dutch, they're fucking all over the place with their fucking shit. Anyways, like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, they got too many damn vowels in their words. I don't like it. Fucking cut it out. Oh. Shit. Fuck! My fucking phone. It keeps fucking... I'm not gonna take the lock off it. I'm just gonna make things hard for myself. That's okay. But yeah, so whiteface. Okay, this is from clownantics.com. We'll plug all the fucking things I read off. It's like, the oldest of all clowns, the whiteface, can be traced back through Commedia dell'arte and medieval court jesters to theaters of ancient Greece, where comedic actors frequently painted their features white so they could be seen better. Ah, that makes sense, I guess. Fucking, the white face is the big brother of the clowning world. In charge, a know-it-all, a straight man setting up the situations that other clowns like Auguste or the Tramp turn funny. The customary features of the white face include a full white face. Wow! And food is meant to be eaten. And your mom likes it when I finger her butthole. But red and white features, often quite beautiful and delicate. A colorful outfit and a wig. I don't know, this clown doesn't sound very funny. I don't like this clown whatsoever. You sound like a fucking piece of shit snob. Whereas, like, the white face can further be divided into 3 groups. The classic, in brackets, European white face, sometimes called the most majestic and beautiful of the white faces, an elegant clown like Pierrot or Harlequin of Commedia dell'arte, whatever that fucking stupid French word is or whatever. I don't know. I don't like these clowns so hard. They're upsetting me, frankly. Like, that's like, the other type, the straight white face, similar to the classic, but more colorful, more cheerful. Then there's the grotesque white face. Okay, let's hear this clown out. They might have something to say. Similar to the straight white face in color and cheer, but zanier, with exaggerated features and clothes. Zanier. Then the mime, also an elegant clown. So, like, where the fuck is it? So, like, just, like, hidden within all these elegant, beautiful clowns, which is kind of a fucking, like, contradictory fucking sort of statement. Like, I don't know. I've never thought a clown was beautiful. Or, like, I mean, I guess mimes, I could see their movements being, like, an elegant movement, you know? But it's just, like, mimes are the shittiest fucking clowns of all. We don't even need to, everyone knows what a fucking mime is. I don't even need to tell you. Like, we don't need to describe it. We see it. They're terrible. We see the picture in our fucking mind. We know exactly what the fuck they're doing. And, like, yeah, they can fucking elegantly fuck right the fuck off. Move the fuck on out of here. I'll fight a mime if I see one. I guess Ronald McDonald is considered, a white-faced clown?
He's a white-faced clown.
You're a white-faced clown. Oh, so am I. Okay, fucking, I should just go right to the fucking Wikipedia page, actually. This one was just making me cackle earlier when I was sitting here cackling to myself, just, you know, doing my very important clown research, my clowning research. But, I'll just go to the fucking Wikipedia page, because this is Wikipedia, you educated me today. Like, I'm fucking way more fucking, knowledgeable about clowning history, clowning techniques, clowning styles, clowning societies. Yeah, no, there's actually some, like, some pretty cool shit that I didn't want, like, not only did I want to, like, save the shit I was laughing about for you to hear, but also there's, like, some cool, like, actually, like, just kind of neat aspects of it in, like, terms of,
Political shit?
Yeah, socio-political shit and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like, so...
What the fuck? I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna find out this guy. That clown.
That clown.
I hated that clown.
Yeah. Shout out to fucking Crispin Glover for his song Clowny Clown Clown. Because we've gotten drunk many a times and fucking just rocked that fucking on repeat. Until, and even put it on at parties and people would be like, what the fuck are you listening to? I hated that clown. Fucking Crispin Glover's he's a weird fucking character just in himself, right? Like, as an actor, like, even in his serious roles, it's almost like it's like satirical and shit like that. And if you've seen, like, some of his, like, like appearances on like, you know, like late night television and shit like that when he'd be like promoting movies, but it's like he's almost like just doing like a weird kind of like satirical sort of, he's kind of just like a clowny kind of weird fucking person, like a satirical mirror, you know what I mean, in a sense, in a way, or whatever. But let's not get too into that yet. We still gotta laugh. We still gotta have some laughs, okay? 'Cause that's what clowns are about. Yeah, so I was like just typing in hilarious things, like it was just like I was like, fuck, my fucking like my Google history is like so fucking bonkers. If someone looked at it right now, it's like horrible fucking porn searches, and then just like fucking interesting clown facts. Like, oh, this person will kill, and they will kill soon. Like, they are unstable.
All over the map.
Yeah, well, I'm a juggalo. What? Like, oh, fucking magnets, they just get me real angry sometimes, you know? Like, I just don't understand it.
You don't know how they work.
But, yeah. Fucking science isn't telling us nothing about that. Like, you think after all these years, you know, fucking have a little fucking research on it, but I don't know, fucking miracles, man. Well, we know what a fucking clown is, basically. Okay, fucking... Yeah, this is on Wikipedia, the history. The most ancient clowns have been found in the 5th dynasty of Egypt around 2400 BC. Unlike court jesters, clowns have traditionally served a socio-religious and psychological role, and traditionally the roles of priests, which I said earlier, and I was like, oh, I thought they were goofs, not clowns. Like, yeah, traditionally the roles of priest and clown have been held by the same person, as well as goofs. Peter Berger writes, it seems plausible that folly and fools, like religion and magic, meet some deeply rooted needs in human society. For this reason, clowning is often considered an important part of training as a physical performance discipline, partly because tricky subject matter can be dealt with, but also because it requires a high level of risk and play in the performer. So clowns are daring and willing and able. In anthropology, the term clown has been extended to comparable jester or fool characters in non-Western cultures. A society in which such clowns have an important position are termed clown societies. So I was like, every society, I guess. It's like clowns, fools, jesters everywhere. He's like goofs. It's fucking. I've not seen one without all of those. Fucking. Yeah. And a clown character involved in a religious or ritual capacity is known as a ritual clown. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, then fucking, this is where we got it. Then it goes, there's a Canadian clowning method. And I thought that was interesting. And I thought this was going to be funny. But this is where it kind of was like, oh, okay. I really respect this, actually. I was like, I can't even, like, make fun of this. It's like, this is just pretty cool, actually. It's like, yeah, Canadian clowning. It's got its own Wikipedia page. Canadian clowning. The Canadian clowning technique is a mask-based style of performance created by Richard Pochinko, also known as the Pochinko method or clown through mask. 7 masks are used, each representing one of the 6 physical directions: north, south, east, west, above, and below. I guess, wouldn't it just be above and below? Why does it have to be above? I guess that's clowning. The final and 7th mask is the clown nose. I know this doesn't sound like anything yet, but it gets better. Variations include a 3-mask technique based on the 3 polarities: and a 6-in-1 mask technique. Okay, forget that. There's too many masks to learn about. I want to get to the cool part about it that I respect and is neat. Like, Pachinko taught clowning as a sort of reverse therapy in which instead of ridding oneself of anxieties, the clown performer leans into their own insecurities and foibles in order to package them as comedy. Get applauded for your idiosyncrasies was one of his key mottos as a trainer. According to Michael Mump Kennard, I'm assuming Mump is his clown name, one of the most prominent practitioners and trainers of Canadian clowning since Pachinko's death in 1989, clowns should be fun no matter what the topic is, but the comedy has to come from the tragedy. You just can't go out and be funny all the time. It has no meaning. It still has to be real, because if it's not real, the audience has nothing to relate to. That's the part I respect, that shit, and there's more shit that's cool too. Most clowning techniques, brackets, Eastern, European, etc., focus on basic structure and formalism as the basis from which to start story creation. The Pachinko clown begins by focusing on one's personal, naturally occurring emotions and impulses, and then structuring that creative license into a story and performance. One of the most significant distinctions between Pachinko's Canadian clown techniques and other clowning traditions is that Pachinko drew on First Nations performance traditions. Noted students of the... we don't know who any of these people are, fucking... But anyways, I thought that was cool, you know? And, like, that's, like real Canadian shit, you know? They fucking incorporated, like, you know, First Nation traditional performance, you know, things on it. I thought that was neat. And I was like, yeah, go Canada. Fuck, I thought for sure Canadian clowning was going to be the most boring, shittiest clowning of all time. But it's actually, like, you know, it touched me inside in a gentle clowning way. You know, I appreciate that. All right, now what else we got here? I got my fucking clown notes are just fucking all over the place too. Oh yeah, well, we gotta touch on, the hobo clown, sad hobo clown, yeah. Right? I mean, like, us, I mean, that's what we are. We're sad hobo clowns, right? Like, fucking,
all clowns are like sad hobo clowns.
Basically, yeah. Well, no, apparently some of them are fucking, like, beautiful, fucking elegant, fucking white-faced clowns. Like, fucking... I don't like those clowns.
I hate those clowns.
We don't talk about those clowns. That's the last, that's it. It's the last. I gotta hear one more goddamn clown. Hauling in their fucking shopping carts full of shitty Fago 2 liters for a fucking deposit. Yeah, no, the history, what I read up is that the guy who basically popularized, apparently, like, I read up a few things. There's, like, some other people maybe that kind of, like, you know, like, that did, like, the trope of the sad hobo clown earlier than this guy, but this guy's the one that really brought it, like, from, like, the 1940s, like, just after, like, the Depression and shit like that, you know, and, like, people were, like, riding the rails, and, like, hobos and tramps were, like, you know, a real thing and shit like that. Fucking Emmett Kelly, he's the guy that created Weary Willie. And he's like, you've seen pictures of him, like, he's like the typical, like, old school fucking, like, original hobo clown and shit like that. And he actually, like, performed in circus and stuff like that. And then, like, I think he went on to, like, do some movies and shit. And then, like, Red Skelton was another one. And they said, like, it said something about, like,
yeah, Zwarty Pete, that's the guy that I was talking about.
Who?
Zwarty Pete. Black Pete.
Oh, Black Pete. Oh, that's the fucking the Christmas blackface, the Dutch Christmas blackface.
Blackface, right.
Is there any you do some research on that? Is there any like like, is there any cancel culture going on? Like,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so like are Dutch people like, yeah, children, I'm sorry, this year for Christmas you don't get to wear blackface. And the little Dutch kids are all like, nah. And what do? Just feed them some fucking, like, weed edibles and fucking tell them Santa isn't real either?
Yeah. It was originally a fucking demon.
Like, kind of like Krampus or some shit?
Yeah, it was a fire-scorched demon.
A fire-scorched demon?
Yeah.
That's oddly specific.
And they used to be servants for St. Nicholas.
So, St. Nicholas, not Santa Claus, but like...
Too much like black people.
But so we're talking about, like, we're not talking about Santa Claus when you say St. Nicholas. We're talking about, like, the actual St. Nicholas.
St. Nicholas.
So he had fire-scorched demons as servants?
St. Nicholas sometimes presented as taming a chained demon who may or may not be black. It's like, he may or may not be black.
My slave may or may not be black. Well, like, yeah, like what? So, as like saint status, you just get to enslave demons? Is it because you're so saintly that you can control them?
I have no idea. That's fucking bad shit.
Yeah, it's bonkers.
It's what repeat.
Fucking.
One or more demons working as helpers for the saint can still be found in various Austrian, German, Swiss, Hungarian, Czech, Slovak, and Polish St. Nicholas traditions, and the characters of Krampus, Pierre Fouette, Schmitzuli, Perchata, Nectareprecht, Rubulus, Unstrap, Little Babushka.
The words you strung together have devastated me.
Yeah, these companions of St. Nicholas are often depicted as a group of closely related figures who accompany St. Nicholas throughout the territories formerly controlled by the Holy Roman Empire. The characters act as foils to the benevolent giver or strict disciplinarians who threaten to thrash or abduct disobedient children.
Oh, so this is all just like kind of like folklore shit that people tell their kids just so their kids don't act like little shits.
Yes, Smarty Pete is one of them.
So like in actual like in other like quote unquote historical accounts of like Saint Nicholas or saints, they don't actually have fucking enslaved demons under their reign. This is just shit people tell their kids so that they don't act like little assholes.
No shit.
What? No, it's not no shit. It's shit. I mean, it's a shit because I didn't know that. That's why we're learning. We're learning together. We're learning as a family.
Yeah, he's kind of like a boogeyman for counterpart to Sinterklaas.
Oh yeah, well actually now that we fucking we're back on that. We're back on fucking Sweaty Pete, Sooty Pete, whatever the fuck it's called. Blackface Pete, whatever, Black Pete. Where does it say? Because it on the Wikipedia page here, it has the list of types of clowns and shit, and it does mention blackface. I don't know if it like writes up about it or what, but let's see. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. See, okay, it's its own fucking page. Well, we'll open it up. We'll touch on it. Right? It's relevant. Principal types. These are, I'll just read out the types first. Principal types. There are different types of clowns portrayed around the world. They include Auguste, Blackface, Buffoon, Harlequin, Jester, Mime Artist, Pierrot, Pirouette, Pueblo, Rodeo Clown. Oh, big ups to the Rodeo Clowns. They're fucking unsung heroes. Tramp, Whiteface.
And the Insane Clown.
Yeah, and the Insane Clown, yeah.
Or the Juggalo. Ever elusive.
That's why, too, yeah, I don't want to get too fucking off track here, but yeah, I just learned, too, fucking, like, the whole evil clown thing, that just, like, surfaced in the 80s and shit. And, like, how we always say, like, how our generation, like, kids that grew up in, like, the 80s and, like, early 90s, like, how everything was, like, so fucking, like, weird and gross and scary, like, all the movies and, like, TV shows and everything we watched and shit. It's, like, no wonder we're all fucked up. And it's like, oh, yeah, adults just happen to invent the fucking evil clown for us as well. So it's like, oh, cool. Can't go to sleep. Clown will eat me. Can't go to sleep. Clown will eat me. But yeah, okay. we'll touch back on the evil clown and the insane clowns and their posses in a bit. But let's go. I'm gonna click open blackface here. Let's see. Let's touch up on this, because I never even like I know there's like the minstrel shows or whatever, or like, you know, but I never considered like blackface to be a kind, I guess. Yeah. Okay. See, we're learning here. Yeah, blackface is a form of theatrical makeup used predominantly by non-black performers to portray a caricature of a black person. In the United States, the practice gained popularity during the 19th century and contributed to the spread of racial stereotypes such as the happy-go-lucky darky on the plantation, Jesus Christ, or the dandified coon. I'm reading this off Wikipedia. By the middle of the century, blackface minstrel shows had become a distinctive American art form, translating formal works such as opera into popular terms for a general audience. Early in the 20th century, blackface branched off from the minstrel show and became a form in its own right. In the United States, blackface declined in popularity beginning in the 1940s and into the civil rights movement of the 1950s and 1960s. Generally considered highly offensive, disrespectful, and racist by the turn of the 21st century, though the practice, or similar-looking ones, continue in other countries. Okay. I want to just say where it like relates to clowning, because yes, we all know that like it's very frowned upon and very very fucking not cool to do, even though like some people still fucking manage to get away with it, or like
Justin Trudeau.
No, he didn't get away with it. Fucking Trudeau got fucking shit on from it.
It's like not once, and he's like, "How is there any more times that you've done it?" Is that like you got busted one time and then they found it again? They're like, okay.
Like, oh god damn it, Justin!
He's like, I believe this is all that there is.
Yeah, it's like I might have. Yeah, this might be. It's like so there might be a third. There might. Like, he's like, I don't know. I just fucking love blackface. Or no, he was brownface. Yeah. Sorry, because he was like Aladdin or whatever. But whatever. He's like, I didn't know brownface was bad. Right, but then it's like just so weird because it's like, how come fucking Jimmy Kimmel, he's like, you know, in order to be like a late night guy, like, you know, on like a late night show like David Letterman or Jay Leno, you have to have a very clean cut background as a comedian, right? How come he used to dress up as Karl Malone on the fucking Man Show?
That's right. Yeah.
Nobody's fucking ever mentioned that.
That's right. It's kind of more prosthetic than black.
No, but they painted him like a light color, but still, that was brown face at the very least.
He had prosthetic had like ball cap and like.
Yeah, that doesn't make it okay to paint him like.
I think you had like fake muscles and shit.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's blackface. He was dressed up as a black man and painted as a black man. So like, how come he doesn't get shit on for that? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or like, what is like, when does it become like, when does
fucking Mark McKinney?
Yeah, I didn't want to throw him under the bus just because. Well, no, I know. I always thought that was fucking weird too, that he never got called out. But it's weird because I think it's the first times he does it. The character, the old Jazzman character, he does the blackface, but then later on he does the same character, but he doesn't wear the paint. So maybe he was like, I don't think I should do that anymore. He could still do the character just like, you know, as himself and just be like, you know, an old white blues guy or whatever, you know, and like that. I don't know, but yeah, I guess I'm like, Kids in the Hall is just too fucking like, nobody, like, you know, it's one of my favorite fucking shows of all time, but it's so like kind of like obscure or like niche, you know what I mean? I don't think most people give a fuck about it. or nobody gives a shit about anything Canadian, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm surprised that anyone even noticed that the Prime Minister did fucking blackface. It's like it's like it's on the CBC, people automatically tune the fuck right out. They're like, goddamn CBC or like CTV. It's like, this is old people shit. And old people don't give a fuck about blackface. They're just like, oh, the old timey shows. what I was gonna say, when does like satire like make it void of criticism, like Tropic Thunder, where it's like the whole point of fucking Robert Downey Jr. it's like a satirical, like, you know, it's pointing out like the idiocy of like that kind of shit and stuff, like him getting like the you know, in order to fucking, you know, just that whole yeah I like it.
That's a weird one too. They just cut away.
I know, yeah, that's what I mean. Like that's what I'm always like, okay, so it's like, yeah, like he just, you know, and it's like, but it's like I understand. It's like I like, especially in that like circumstance, because it does have, like, it is like, you know, it's clearly like being satirical or like pointing fun at shit. So it's like I wouldn't be offended like at all by that, you know. But just the cancel culture and like how fucking sensitive and offended so many people are, and that people don't get that things are jokes, or they don't get things are satire and shit like that, and people are just so ready just to be like, no, you can't do that for any reason whatsoever, that I'm surprised that they haven't gotten more flack for that. But I mean, I don't know, I guess I never really looked into it, but I mean, I think it would have heard something about it, because when someone does blackface and people get pissed, you fucking hear about it, you know. It's like, it is generally, most people's execution of it is not accepted. I don't know if it touches like, yeah, like I guess it's just because it's like, that's like, I wanted to see if it touched more on like, if the actual like blackface article touched more on like the it's clowning roots, but I mean, I guess it's just because it is like a theatrical, like, you know, like stage, like theater kind of style. Fucking, what the fuck? Oh my god, I'm not even gonna read that. It's so racist. I mean, they're just talking. It's Wikipedia. It's historical, but it's not gonna sound good if I say it. So, yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll just. All right. What's this? I got a few different, okay, Clown Society. So I opened that up because when it was like saying about like, about like the significance of Clown Society and stuff like that, and I thought, I was laughing about it at first. I was cackling to myself sitting here because I was like, what the fuck, Clown Society? I'm like, everything's a Clown Society. Like, show me a society that is void of clowns, and I will show you a liar. I don't know, fucking,
he's a clown.
Or an idiot. Yeah, fucking. But so, anyways, when I started reading the Clown Society page, it was actually pretty cool. I was like, Clown Society is a term used in anthropology and sociology for an organization of comedic entertainers who have a formalized role in a culture or society. Sometimes clown societies have a sacred role to represent a trickster character in religious ceremonies. Other times the purpose served by members of a clown society is only to parody excessive seriousness or to deflate pomposity. In the sense of how clowns function in their culture, a clown shows what is wrong with the ordinary way of doing things. A clown shows how to do ordinary things the wrong way. By doing ordinary things the wrong way, the clown reveals what would otherwise be perceived as what would otherwise be perceived as the serious or true state of things in a different fashion. Members of a clown society may dress in a special costume reserved for clowns, which is often a ridiculously extreme or improper form of normal dress. Some members paint their bodies with horizontal black and white stripes, which represents a skeleton. In the case of the Zuni Clown Society of the Pueblo Indians, one is initiated into the Nuwekiki, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that, I apologize, order by a ritual of filth eating, where mud is smeared on the body for the clown performance, and parts of the performance may consist of sporting with mud, smearing and daubing it, or drinking and pouring it on one another. Jeez. That sounds kind of hot. I don't know, in a way. Filth eating? A ritual of filth eating? Like
sounds like my life.
Oh fuck, that just reminds me too, like how I was like punks are like clowns because we both dress like ridiculous assholes. Nobody likes punks. Nobody likes clowns. The sacred clown and his apparently antisocial behavior is condoned in Native American ceremonies. Yet again, more cool clowning Native American ceremonial fucking parallels, which I like. That's cool. Like, while in their costume, clowns have special permission from their society to parody or criticize defective aspects of their own culture. They're always required to be funny. Other persons living within the same culture may recognize a clown when they see one, but seldom consciously understand what the clowns do for their society. The typical explanation is, quote unquote, he's just a funny man. In the case of the jester at the English royal court, with his cap of bells and pig's bladder stick, he was allowed to make fun of, be indelicate, and sometimes downright rude to members of the royal family and their entourage without fear of reprisal. Clown societies usually train new members to become clowns. The training normally takes place by an apprentice system, although there may be some rote schooling as well. Sometimes the training is improvisational comedy, but usually a clown society trains members in well-known forms of costume, pantomime, song, dance, and common visual gags. Occasionally, these include a scripted performance or skit in which is part of a standard repertoire that, quote-unquote, never gets old and is expected by members of the culture that the clown society is a part of. Humor assumes a sacred position within ceremonials in many Native American societies. Examples are found in trickster traditions, Pueblo clown societies, Cherokee booger dances, which that intrigues me, and aspects of the Northwest Coast potlatch. Humor is a fundamental aspect of Native American life and has many purposes related to sacred rituals and social cohesion. And then, I said something about there's something called the clandestine insurgent rebel clown army. They combine the ancient arts of clowning and fooling with the relatively recent skills of nonviolent direct action. Cool. I think we should open that fucking thing. We need to delve into that a bit. Fuck, why is, like, the clown fucking, Clowncast turned out to be, like, the most serious clown. We're learning so much. I thought this was just gonna be, like, me cackling my ass off about, like, fucking, you know, people jizzing on their father's graves at their funeral or something, but I guess that's just my that's just my 9 to 5 clowning. This was kind of cool too. We'll get to that thing in a sec, but I just wanted to read this one last thing because I like this too. The difference between like clowns and comedians or something. And it's like a clown society is different from, but closely related to, a school for comedians. Comedians serve many of the same social functions of parody and social criticism, and also embody the role of the trickster. But a comedian usually only uses slightly exaggerated mannerisms to show that he or she is joking. Comedians who are not also clowns do not wear a blatantly outrageous or formalized costume. Well, see, that's where the punk thing comes in. This ain't a fucking costume. This clown costume's a way of fucking life.
Clown life.
Yeah. Also, a comedian has to take personal responsibility. No, we don't. No. Has to take personal responsibility for his or her humor and its consequences, whereas a person in clown costume, punks, has some protection from reprisal. As a general rule, a comedian says funny things, a comic does funny things, and a clown does things funny. So, like, the clown is just basically the full bird, baby. Fucking. Yeah. Duck lips, swan neck, fucking peacock attitude. The full bird. Alright, now let's fucking touch on this fucking, what the fuck was that? Oh, yeah. The clandestine insurgent rebel clown army, also known as Circa, is an anti-authoritarian left-wing activist group that uses clowning and nonviolent tactics to act against corporate globalization, war, and other issues. The group originated circa 2003. I wonder if they realized they did that in the United Kingdom. But yeah, circa originated circa 2003. I see what they did there. History. I wonder if they're actually cool, if they're just a bunch of douchebags. Circa emerged from the direct action movement and has participated in the protests against George W. Bush's visit to the UK. What, they just protested his visit? What about the war? He started, it was like, don't come here. It's because they're protesting because of the war. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, and the demonstrations against the 2003 invasion of Iraq. Yes, I knew that was coming. Low-hanging fruit. Low-hanging testicles. The group...
Low-hanging clown testicles.
Yeah, low-hanging fucking oversized novelty fucking squeaking clown testicles. Like, squeaking. The group was particularly prominent in many of the actions organized around the 31st G8 summit held in Glen Eagles during July 2005. Members of Circa entertained children in Akhritarder? I don't know. Is that... I don't know. Fucking... What word is that? Who cares? While waiting for permission. I don't know. These clowns aren't that funny. Yeah, we're all sick of these clowns.
If I'm just here one more damn clown.
I don't even want to read about these clowns no more. Wait, let's see. Okay, this is a little bit more interesting. I don't want to hear about them fucking standing outside fucking waiting to, like, entertaining children while they're waiting to bitch about fucking W. Again. W was a clown. How could they go against their own kind?
He's the clowniest of clowns.
Yeah, he's the clowniest president. Oh man, actually, speaking of that just reminded me another fucking fun fact. National Clown Week is August 1st to 7th, and Richard Nixon fucking is the president that, like, made that formalized. Like, he put that through, like, you know, he's just
That's a new fact.
Yeah. Like, he's pretty clowny, too, in his own way. You know, like, he wasn't, like, funny, haha clown, like how W was.
He's, like, scary clown.
Yeah, like, he's his features, like his facial features, like he's like a caricature, you know what I mean? Like he's like a caricature, like drawing of a human being, like, you know, like his jowls, I was just like, and like his big fucking dick nose, and yeah, it's just like big fucking bulldog jowls, and like his fucking stupid fucking, I don't know, overall face and look and voice, and like he's just like a caricature of a human being, so like that's how he's clowny, but like, he wasn't, and he did fly fucking Elvis in to fucking fight the war on drugs or whatever. Well, Elvis is high on drugs, wearing like some purple fucking cape, and like, and like gives him fucking like full fucking like authority as like a fucking FBI agent or whatever the fuck. Like he gave him like fucking some kind of fucking security clearance and shit. That's pretty fucking clown like. But still, W is like, you know, W's a full-time clown. Like, you can't fucking be too mad about the war when you got someone fucking dressing up in fucking old-timey fucking, like World War I pilots fucking costumes, like the goggles and shit to, like, go and, salute a bunch of actual pilots. Like, I know your daddy didn't get you out of fucking military duty. Dirty. What else? That's a pretty good W. I don't do impressions.
Military dirty.
Oh yeah. Okay. Anyways, but I digress. Okay, this is the appearance of the circa clowns. Those participating in circa actions typically dress in military-style camouflage clothing, supplemented with brightly colored trimmings and political logos. So it's like, so they just like managed to like look like the biggest fucking idiots ever. It's like they just like, well, it's like, wow, you were almost cool with like your fucking cool fucking camouflage military shit, and then you just like, oh, we just decided to fucking zhoosh it up. Like, oh, we really wish you hadn't. I don't think the children are too entertained either. Like, you're just upsetting everyone right now. The costumes both create a comical atmosphere and serve to maintain anonymity during protests. Well, couldn't they just dress up like regular fucking clowns and still protest and they'd still have anonymity? Armaments are usually limited to feather dusters, although some carry water pistols. Those are the serious motherfuckers. The complete ensemble of the costume and traditional clown makeup, usually consisting of a white face and red nose, oh, they're white-faced clowns, creates a sense of ridiculousness which seeks to challenge preconceptions of radical activists. It's like, yeah, let's not take these fucking people seriously. They don't mean business. Right. Circa claims that there is more to the group than simply dressing up and being playful. There is also a psychology which informs its actions. The clown persona can be used to diffuse tense situations and engage with police in public order situations. In order to learn this, recruits must participate in a training workshop aka Big Shoe Camp. Before deployment. Like
there's gonna be a lot of horn corn.
Jeeps. And blow each other. Deployment? Like they're deployed? Oh my god. I don't know. These clowns are hilarious in a way, but I also think they're fucking lame. Recruits must go to Big Shoe Camp before deployment. Okay, the Clowncast is getting funny again. Holy fuck. What the fuck? An article about the G8 protests, the Edinburgh Evening News described them as an anarchist splinter group, but a member denied this, saying that while some members would describe themselves as anarchists, most would consider themselves horizontalists, where we engage people without the need for leaders. What the fuck? Okay, I'm going down a rabbit hole here because fucking horizontalist has its own thing. God damn it! I just want to see what the definition of horizontalist is. Like, is that some kind of clownery joke? Is that some kind of clownery? What the fuck is a horizontalist? I could see if people called them verticalists, and then they were like, no, some of us are verticalists, but most of us are horizontalists. That would make sense, but I don't understand the parallel between fucking anarchists and horizontalists. But I don't know, it's got a Wikipedia page, so it must be something. So let's fucking figure out what that fucking is. Oh, god damn it. This better not be.
That doesn't sound right.
Well, it's like, in Spanish, it's like horizontalidad is a social relationship that advocates the creation, development, and maintenance of social structures for the equitable distribution of management power. Okay, I hate that. I hate these clowns. Like, maybe you guys need more fucking anarchists in your fucking clown group. Might be cooler. Oh, there's a section on the thing about police infiltration. Oh, 2020, that was just last year. They got infiltrated by undercover police. One officer having trained as a clown in order to infiltrate the group. That's fucking hilarious. I wish there was a documentary about that. This fucking police officer, he's like deep cover. Instead of like having to like be like some biker dude with like tattoos and shit like that, he just has to go to the fucking stupid clown fucking school and fucking before he gets deployed. Oh my god. He's probably all pissed off at the other cops that do get to go do the cool deep cover shit, and they're all like fucking doing coke with like bikers and like fucking bunch of hookers around and shit, and like fucking, you know, tricking women into taking fucking slutty hookers into loving them and fucking giving up their secrets and shit about the fucking group, and fucking you know, trading illegal firearms, whatnot, riding motorcycles, fucking having some like false traitors sense of brotherhood that they kind of fall into, and then feel fucking completely fucking cognitive dissonance fucking mindfuck when they fucking have to turn their back on the guys that they started to fucking see as their real family, more so than the fucking police force itself. And then this guy's like, I went to clown school. Oh my god, holy fuck. So yeah, how's clown school, Mike? He's like, shut the fuck up. Oh, they wish they would have touched more on fucking what he had about the details of him infiltrating the group, but I guess we came to the end of that fucking Wikipedia page. Oh, that was worth looking into. Oh, well, I don't know. Oh yeah, rodeo clown. We gotta touch on that because fucking rodeo clowns, they're fucking heroes. Fucking, or oh man, they're also called rodeo protection athletes.
It's a piece of job.
Oh yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Like fucking, I think like if anything, they're fucking like they're some of the hardest working clowns, if not the hardest working clowns, because like. They, not only do they have to like, you know, still have like some sort of like theatrical, you know, like performance to like what they're doing, but they're also trying to fucking not get fucking like impaled in the ass by a fucking bullhorn, you know, and they get no respect. They get no fucking respect, you know, because they're just clowns. They're rodeo clowns. It's like white trash or like, you know, just like trashy trailer trash shit, and like really, like fucking. You know, they fucking deserve some goddamn respect. Let's fucking entertain these motherfuckers and give them some fucking respect. Wait, where's the fucking... I wonder when the fucking, let's see. History, that's the one. Rodeo clowns date to the beginnings of competitive rodeo in the early 1900s when promoters hired cowboys to entertain. I went all fucking southern on that. Hired cowboys to entertain the crowd between events or if the competition was delayed. These individuals began wearing oversized baggy clothing and eventually developed more outlandish gear. When bull riding competition began to use ill-tempered Brahma bulls in the 1920s, why were they ill-tempered? Is it just something with Brahma bulls?
Yeah, they're bigger and pissed off.
Yeah, but aren't all bulls fucking big and pissed off? I've never met one that's, like, nice and small.
No, there's like dairy cows. The bulls aren't as bad.
I guess. So are Brahma bulls like more for like working, like
they're like
like for hauling shit, like beasts
like
of burden?
Like a stereotypical bully seals, like giant horns.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what were they originally bred for? I could click open the thing, but I'm tired of clicking open fucking new things.
Sure. I think they're from India.
Yeah, they are. But that's what I mean. Like, I think they were meant for like pulling the fucking like for plowing the fields and shit like that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like they're like beasts of burden. Yeah. Bull riding competition began to use ill-tempered Brahma bulls in the 1920s. The need for a person to distract the bull from fallen riders fell to the rodeo clown. The use of a barrel for protection began during the 1930s when a rodeo clown named Jasbo Fulkerson began to use a wooden barrel with a solid bottom. In 1995, that's a pretty big leap. Never mind. I was like, in 1995, Earl W. Bascom was honored at age 89 as the oldest living rodeo clown in the world. He wasn't still working, was he? He must have been retired. Fuck. God damn. No, there's no way. 89 years old, you can't be diving into fucking barrels from...
It says he was the oldest?
No, it said he was honored, as the oldest living rodeo clown. That doesn't mean that doesn't mean that he wasn't retired. Yeah.
I see.
Bullfighting was reported as Wickpeth's profession in 1967. Who the fuck is that? The fuck? Are these like... and Jimmy Anderson was reported to have begun his career in 1975. It's like, no, nobody even mentioned those two names before that. How the fuck... Who the fuck are these people? Are they rodeo clowns, or are they bullfighters, or are they fucking, what do you call it? Bull riders? I don't fucking know. Rodeos are fucking stupid anyways, but I still have respect for the fucking rodeo clowns because they got the hardest job there, man. But, I mean, like, rodeos are kind of fucking goof shit. Only because, I'm always on the side of the aminals. And,
it was hilarious of that fucking, like, man whore clown. That guy.
Man whore clown? What?
Yeah, he's like a fucking, like a bad clown. And like people hire him, he's like a stripper and shit. Or like, he's like a fucking a gigolo. A gigolo.
A juggalo
I don't know if he's
clown?
actually a juggalo, but yeah, he's a fucking like an evil clown male escort.
Is he hot?
I think he's fucking creepy as shit.
Is he like actually like trying to look like a creepy clown, or is he like just like a sad man and is like just like, yeah, I like to make the ladies laugh. Ladies like a funny man.
Look it up. I think it's like a joke. Sugar Weasel. That's his name.
What the fuck? You were just gonna wait? How long is this Clowncast? You're just gonna let it just go before you bust out that fucking like... Oh my god, that's terrifying. Okay, we'll have to fucking put a picture of that. Fucking... That's fucking... He's scarier than fucking Gacy, man. I would rather fucking Gacy bury me under my fucking house than fucking see that guy. Ugh. I regret ever asking if he was hot. I should have known. He wasn't gonna be hot. It'd be fun to like pay him though, just to like fuck with him, just like be like, dance clown, or like.
Because what the hell? I thought we watched this. It was like on some show. It's like Vice or something did something about it.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, and like he's like, people just like make fun of him. like get him. Like,
he must just get like fucking trolled or like prank called like all the fucking time. He's all like, hello sexy lady, you want to give me your money, sexy lady? Oh, goddamn teenagers again. That is fucking... I would pay him $100 to fuck right the fuck off. Fucking Jesus Christ. I'd pay him fucking money just to have all his pictures wiped from the internet, just so there's no chance I could ever see that guy ever again, because that pisses me off. You know what kind of reminds me of? That fucking... Remember that...
It's hilarious. It's like bro, his dad's dad literally ran away at 14 and joined the circus, and he's been doing a fucked up ventriloquist act since he was a kid. He calls dummy Harold Mancock III. Rattle string of vulgarities, throwing some made up curse words, and get away with it by saying it had Tourette's syndrome or some other bullshit medical condition. Oh
god, it's like me looking into a mirror. Am I the disgusting clown? And people actually... Okay, no, now I just feel extra bad about myself because that guy probably makes more money doing his shitty thing. And I can't... He's crushing it, and I can't even fucking keep a track.
Weasel's escort's like, I'm sitting here naked, eating jelly beans. I'd love to do an interview. That's code for sex, right?
What it may remind me of? Remember that movie, that Bobcat Goldthwait movie? Is it like Shakes the Clown or whatever, where he's like that alcoholic clown that's like, it's a good movie. It's fucking hilarious. I mean, like, all Bobcat Goldthwait's movies are fucking good, but fucking, remember that movie?
Wait, what?
That Bobcat Goldthwait movie, Shakes the Clown, where he's like that alcoholic, like, clown or whatever. It's like...
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of.
This is hilarious. It's this quote. It's like, my clientele is extremely diverse. Recent divorcees, bachelorettes, punk rock chicks, and married women looking to fuck a grown man and make up blacks mentally retarded.
Oh my god.
Chicago girls like me to put pickles and onions on my dick, but other than that...
What in the fuck? Yeah, well, is he a fucking masochist? Because fucking the only thing I'd pay him is just to fucking punch him in the face over and over again. And like, this whole thing is like been about me, how much I love clowns. And he made me so fucking angry upon sight. I just want to hit him. That brings out the juggalette in me, because I want to get violent. This fucking clown is going insane over here. Fucking. Ugh. What self-respecting punk girl would pay that man money to fucking be within 50 feet of her? $100 to fuck off. Or let me punch him in the face multiple times. Alright. Now I can't, you know what? I can't even go back to rodeo clowns now. What? I don't know, this has been going on for a long time. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, we got one more thing and then we're calling it fucking quits for the fucking Clowncast. We gotta touch on like I said earlier, how the 1980s evil clowns fucking came about. And, like, evil clowns, obviously, that's, like, we can't just go fucking without fucking mentioning that more. Okay. Even when you type, like, when I opened up the fucking Wikipedia for evil clown, it's like, killer clown redirects here. For the serial killer known by that nickname, see John Wayne Gacy. For the wrestler, see Lost Psycho Circus. For the 1988 monster film, see Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
That's a whack movie.
Like, the evil clown is a subversion of the traditional comic clown character, in which the playful trope is instead depicted with a more disturbing nature through the use of horror elements and dark humor. The modern archetype of the evil clown was popularized by DC Comics character the Joker, starting in 1940, and again by Pennywise in Stephen King's 1986 novel It. The character can be seen as playing on the sense of unease felt by sufferers of coulrophobia, the fear of clowns. Fuck. See, I'm stepping. There's too many goddamn. Too many goddamn clowns. The modern archetype of the evil clown has unclear origins. The stock character appeared infrequently during the 19th century in such works as Edgar Allan Poe's Hop Frog, which is believed by Jack Morgan of the University of Missouri-Rolla to draw upon an earlier incident at a masquerade ball in the 14th century, during which the king and his frivolous party, costumed in highly flammable materials as simian creatures, were ignited by a flambeau and incinerated, the king narrowly escaping the actual case. That was a long fucking explanation for that. Evil clowns also occupied a small niche in drama, appearing in the 1874 work La Femme de Tabarin by Catulle Mendes, and in Ruggero Leoncavallo's Pagliacci, accused of being a plagiarism of Mendes' piece. Both works featuring murderous clowns as central characters. During the 1970s, the National Lampoon published a series of mock comic books in the pages of the magazine entitled Evil Clown, which featured a malevolent character named Frenchie the Clown. During that decade, American serial killer and rapist, I like how they had to Just add that in. You know, he's very prolific. You know, he was a fucking Renaissance man. He had more than one thing going on for him. He was also a politician. American serial killer and rapist John Wayne Gacy became known as the Killer Clown when arrested in 1978 after it was discovered he had performed as Pogo the Clown at children's parties and other events. However, Gacy did not actually commit his crimes while wearing his clown costume. Disappointing. Evil clowns were eventually blah, 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 whatever. Fucking, we get the fucking point of that. Yes, Stephen King's It was a fucking big thing. Basically, it fucking, started in the 1980s, like I was saying earlier. So it's like, yeah, just another fucking thing to add to our fucking childhood that fucking, why we're probably so fucked up. Oh yeah, and then there's also, oh yeah, I was saying too, back then, cause like in 2016 was the year, I think that was also the year that, coincidentally, was the year that the Suicide Squad movie came out, and then every girl wanted to be fucking Harley Quinn for Halloween, and fucking, I was pissed off because I didn't know that movie was coming out, and I already wanted to be her for Halloween, but then I was just like, shucks, everyone's gonna be her for Halloween, so then I fucking didn't do it, and it was also good too, because that was also the big, creepy clown wave of 2016, where people started dressing up in like all over, like so many different, like 17 different countries or some shit like that, like just stalking people or like doing fucked up shit and stuff like that. And I was just like, hey, like let's not give clowns a worse name than they already fucking have. And fucking, it was funny though, some of the videos is like, some of them, the people were just generally terrified and run, but then other times, it's like, they're rolling up on like some, trying to fucking scare some like fucking like homie, like gangster fucking motherfuckers and shit, and they just like start kicking the shit out of the clowns. It's just like, well, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, why'd you think you should just start fucking trying to creep up on these guys? Like, they're gonna fucking run? It's like, they're fucking like, selling crack on the fucking corner, man. They're not gonna fucking give up their fucking corner. And it's like, oh man, just wearing a clown suit and being on the ground getting the shit kicked out of you, like, that's just like gotta be the worst feeling in the world, because it's like, just being if you were just dressed normally, being on the ground having the shit kicked out of you, you'd already feel like you were wearing a clown suit. But then to look down and see that you actually are wearing one, you're like, this is the role I was born to play. Fuck. But, yeah, in this article, I kind of, like, skipped through it a bit, but I was reading it a bit earlier. Apparently, like, the 2016 fucking, clown wave wasn't the first time that happened. It was like back in like the 60s or 70s, people fucking started pulling the same fucking creepy clown shit and stuff like that all over the place. See if I can find it here without fucking having too much like dead air or whatever. Fucking,
wouldn't the fucking Joker technically be the first evil clown?
That's what it said. I fucking read it. Oh. It said it's fucking the fucking evil clown trope, basically. Well, it mentioned like, you know, the historical fucking, you know, shit, but it said basically like in modern times and shit like that. It said DC Comics fucking popularized it with the Joker in 1940. Keep the fuck up, motherfucker. Okay. Yeah, fucking oh wait, urban legends and incidents. Yeah, clown sightings. Okay. Yeah. First reported in 1981 in Brookline, Massachusetts, children said that men dressed up as clowns had attempted to lure them into a van. The panic spread, so there was clown panic. The panic spread throughout the panic spread throughout the U.S. in the Midwest and Northeast. It resurfaced in 1985 in Phoenix, Arizona, and in 1991 in West Orange, New Jersey, and in 1995 in Honduras. Later sightings included Chicago in 2008. Explanations for the phenomenon have ranged from Stephen King's book It and the crimes of serial killer John Wayne Gacy to a moral panic influenced by contemporaneous fears of satanic ritual abuse. Satanic clown panic. Satanic clown panic abuse. Or satanic clown ritual panic abuse. I don't know. In most cases, the reports were made by children, and no adults or police officers were able to confirm the sightings. Well, fucking that doesn't mean anything. But yeah, it makes no sense too, because they, the first one's in 1981, but fucking Stephen King didn't fucking release it until 1986. But it could have been like, yeah, people trying to freak people out, like John Wayne Gacy and shit. I bet that really like brought John Wayne Gacy probably brought like a huge fucking like chunk of fucking influence into that, and like just into even like just like, you know, just how even like kids tell urban legends and shit like that, like how you know, like to scare, like how older kids like to scare younger kids and shit like that. So I bet that was like a big fucking thing that fucking got fucking shoved into the culture and shit.
The fuck is wrong with people?
I don't know. Fucking. This is just. And okay, what? I'm just gonna read a couple more of these creepy clown sightings, because there's so many fucking creepy clown waves. In 2014, the Wasco clown attracted social media attention in California. Again, this clown shared a similar resemblance to Pennywise, and it was revealed that the social media postings were part of a year-long photography fuck you for making me waste time reading that. Fucking some stupid fucking the artist's wife doing a fucking year-long photography project. Fuck off. That's not cool. Response to evil clowns in media. In 2014, Clowns of America International. If they're Clowns of America, how are they international? I guess that's part of the humor. Responded to depiction of Twisty on American Horror Story and evil clowns in media generally. Oh wow, good thing they called a press conference for this. We feel like we need something to say about evil clowns in the media. Hollywood, her president Glenn Kohlberger said Hollywood makes money sensationalizing the norm. They can take any situation, no matter how good or pure, and turn it into a nightmare. We do not support in any way, shape, or form any medium that sensationalizes or adds to coulrophobia or clown fear. Well, they are funny. All right, that's a lot. That's too much. I'm clowned right the fuck out. We'll leave it on that note. Clowns of America International, here's to you, and here's to putting an end to clown fear and coulrophobia, because it's a stupid word to say anyways. All right. We are done. And a goodbye.